Hi, I'm Justin Holcomb. What would you say if I told you that every day 100 people die from the use of illegal drugs? This is an astounding number, but in reality, about 300 people die every day from the use of illegal drugs. And about 80% of all prison inmates were put there because of a drug-related offense. In a list compiled by listverse.com, the top 5 most popular drugs are as follows. Number 5 is ecstasy. Ecstasy destroys your brain cells, and it combines a hallucinogenic with a stimulant effect to make your emotions, both good and bad, very intense. People use this drug to make their sexual experience more pleasurable, when in reality, ecstasy rocks your senses, making each preceding time less pleasurable. Because ecstasy destroys your brain cells, it gives the user the chance of being permanently damaged by ecstasy. Ecstasy can cause dry mouth, cramps, blurred vision, chills, sweating, and nausea. Ecstasy also raises the body temperature, which can affect internal organs or lead to death. Number 4 is LSD. LSD, much like ecstasy, blurs reality and fantasy, and gives the user's senses a feeling of great intensity and distortion. Bad trips may cause panic attacks, confusion, depression, and frightening delusions. And some acid trips caused by LSD can last up to 12 hours. Flashbacks from users can happen up to several years later when they're not even on the drug. Number 3 is marijuana. Marijuana affects areas of your brain that play a part in your responses to stress, motivation, and reward. And several users have fertility implications, and some can develop schizophrenia, which is a severe mental illness. Since 1965, about 10 million people have been arrested for the use of marijuana. People who smoke marijuana have more respiratory problems, such as having more mucus, a chronic cough, and bronchitis. Number 2 is cocaine. Users lose interest in many areas of their life, such as school, sports, family, and friends. And about 2,500 people die every year from the use of cocaine. Cocaine elevates the user's heart rate, their breathing rate, blood pressure, and body temperature, which can affect internal organs. Injecting cocaine can give you hepatitis or AIDS if you share needles with other users. Snorting can also put a hole inside the lining of your nose. First-time users, even teens, can stop breathing or have fatal heart attacks the first time they use it. Number 1 is heroin. Heroin kills about 2,000 people every year, and during a 24-hour period in December of 1995, in New York, New Jersey, 60 people died because of a tainted batch of heroin. Users' brain cells become dependent on heroin, and they must continually use heroin just to get through their normal daily routine. At first, the user feels a sense of pleasure, but that pleasure leaves the user in a sense of fog that can lead to depression and paranoia. With long-term use, heroin ravages the body. It is associated with chronic constipation, dry skin, scarred veins, and breathing problems. After hearing these facts, it is hard to understand why anyone would deliberately use these illegal drugs. Heroin, cocaine, marijuana, LSD, and ecstasy are just 5 of the many different kinds of illegal drugs. And still, 8% of Americans participate in using these illegal drugs. It doesn't take much common sense to know that drugs aren't worth the risk. Thank you.